If y'all are in the market for a new grill, make sure you watch this video all the way through. I think I can help make up your mind. I'm gonna show you 4 types of grills that I have here in my backyard. I'm gonna show you the benefits of them, and I'm gonna let you know each one has a spot in my backyard. There's grills that I like for different things, different cooks. Some of these grills work better for some things and other ones work better for others. So we'll go over the benefits and you can decide which one you want. Let's start with my pellet grills. Guys, I have a ZGrills pellet grill right here. I'm leaning on it. That's right, I'm lazy. The ease of use of these pellet grills are perfect for families that are way too busy to manage a fire, but they love them some good barbecue flavor. These pellet grills are easy for weeknight barbecue dishes. You're able to get that wood smoke flavor without having to actually monitor a fire. And this particular grill has Wi-Fi technology built in, so you can set it and forget it and monitor it from anywhere. And with ZGrills, you can take advantage of their crowdfunding deal right now, where if you buy 1 grill, you can get the next 10 grills for free over the next 50 years. So you get an upgrade every 5 years, and it costs you nothing for the grill. And next up, let's talk about the gas grill, the Old Faithful. Look, these are definitely easy to use. Get a little fire under your food, perfect for a weeknight dinner. Just open up that propane, hit ignite, and you're in business. You're not gonna get that wood smoke flavor, but you can definitely get that char grill flavor. All right, next up is my charcoal kettle grill. This is an old favorite. Your dad used one, your grandfather used one. With a kettle grill, you're gonna have to set up your coals. You're gonna have to ignite them with using a fire starter, some fuel, a charcoal chimney, and you will have to work to manage the fire and the temperatures in your kettle. So it's gonna take a little attention on your part. One good thing about these kettle grills is you can add wood chunks to them to get that wood smoky flavor to them, right? Cleanup takes a little bit of effort, but they're great little cookers. All right, and lastly, we have the offset smoker. Guys, this is definitely not a set and forget it kind of smoker or grill. You're gonna have to have some fire management skills. But the offset is one of the best ways to get traditional barbecue flavors, right? But you have to be prepared to watch your fire, watch your temps, and it's an all-day process to get good long smoke on your proteins, right? Look, I love my offset smoker, but I rarely have the time to sit and babysit the fire, make sure the temps aren't going up and down, stoke it, add wood, the whole bit, right? It's a very labor intensive, but you get a great finished product, but you're spending a lot of time with it. So unless you got a day to work on, a brisket or whatnot, it's rough to use an offset like this. The convenience factor is just not there. Listen guys, like I said, every one of these grills has a spot in my backyard and then some. I got 20 some odd cookers back here. But for my everyday cooks, to get that barbecue flavor, I'm sticking with my pellet grills. Followed up by my kettle grill, then my gas grill. Lastly comes that offset smoker if I have the time and frankly the desire to invest in fire management and temperature management all day long. Well, that's it, team. Comment down below on which one is your favorite cooker, or if you have another one that I'm not mentioning, throw it down there too. Listen, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for hanging with CJ. Cheers.